Hey Lucca, what's the digital dark age?
Well, Will, the digital dark age is a possible future situation where it will be difficult or impossible to read historical electronic documents and multimedia, as well as recovering lost data because they have been recorded in an obsolete and obscure file format, meaning it will be unreachable to access data information that is electronically placed.
So humans have created a way to access data but not a way to preserve it? Can you imagine if you don't back up your computer? You can be capable of losing it all. That sucks.
Exactly. For example, floppy disks. During the 1990s and the 1980s, they were used for personal computers to distribute software, transfer data, and create backups. Now the average person has no way to access their information unless they find a floppy disk drive. I don't know about you, but I don't have one laying around.
So you're telling me that we have created a technology to hold data and information, but now we have no way to access it?
Yep.
Can you imagine the pain and anger someone goes through knowing that their memories are now gone, that the preservation of their computer's information means nothing without a monthly backup?
Yes, and that's not even the worst part. Big companies are losing revenue due to the loss of data.
So for companies, there are no way for them to get back what they lost before outsiders pressure them for their lost information, leading the company to go bankrupt. That's crazy, man. It might not even be their faults, and they still get punished. But don't you think it's funny that we are creating ways to save information, but we are developing technology way too fast to be able to access it? Or even have the chance to transfer the information from one device to the next? Too bad companies are not open about their failures, so we can't learn much more about them.
Also, companies are being sucked into the digital dark age because they are selling old technologies that are irrelevant and impossible to access with our new technology today, leaving them with these devices and no one wanting to buy them. Except for the hipsters, of course.
I know for me, I would prefer to have the newest smartphone in my hand, but I don't want to lose my data from my old phone and I want to be able to transfer it over easily. The only way I can do this is by backing up my phone. There are different ways to do this. One is backing up to the cloud.
But what if the cloud somehow disappears and you lose everything?
Back it up to another source like Google Drive or even a hard drive. But the problem is that maybe you can't access the information on that drive in the near future, or you may even lose the drive.
Right now, we are going at life with a chainsaw, but really, we should be going at it with a chisel. Our society is moving too quickly into developing new technologies and is leaving average people with piles of useless junk. This is due to the creation of new devices and everyone wanting the next best thing. People are moving too fast to transfer the data from one technology to the next, leaving them without their data.
Wait, another problem is storage space.
I know! Transferring photos is also another big problem. To go from one device to the next is very risky. You can lose photos during the transfer. Just the other day, I lost a few photos while trying to move pictures from my computer to my phone.
So just a warning about technology. Moving too fast for us, make sure you to back up and keep that up.